welcome to something different. Something I haven't really done before or planned to do. Just a thought that popped in my head, so I'm gonna try it. Sure, there's plenty of other creators that have done something like this, but I'm just testing my ability and how well I can bullshit, alright? Might need to cut that word out. Okay, so today we're going to be searching up topics, and I have one topic in mind. My plan is, if you guys actually like how this works out or how this goes, just give me topics that you want me just to look over, review, or just be amazed by. Because the weird thing is, there's a lot of things in this world that still boggle my mind, probably other people's minds as well. But today, we're going to get on with the topic that I chose, which is the most expensive things in this world. So, I get it. When you think about most expensive things, whatever comes to your mind. Well, you think, well, things like cars, houses. But the thing is I'm gonna try to look for things that shouldn't seem expensive, or you would never think that would be that price. We're gonna start off with the most expensive TV. Okay, so we got a wide, holy crap, we got a wide list of things. 4K seems to be all the rage now. I have a 4K TV, alright? And it's not even a fraction of the prices that you see here on the screen. It's like a $400 TV. LG 4K. Perfect. All I need? I don't need anything fancy. But let's just say we had all the money in the world. Now, we're going to take a look, obviously the most expensive thing I see on this screen, which would be the Samsung Neo QLED QN90A 98 Classic HDR 4K UHD Smart. Holy crap, that name is long. UHD LED TV. It is probably, with shipping and tax, it probably pushes about 15,200 something. I'd just guess, because like shipping expensive items, they put a lot of extra money into it because it's a high dollar item, so they have to take more care into it, more workers, more stuff like that. That's just what I'm assuming. I mean, it would make sense, at least one might think. Now, I'm not gonna buy this. Jeez, I don't even have that. But we're just gonna look into what makes this expensive. View your favorite content at 4 times the resolution of 1080p. Okay, 4 times 1080p would be 4 times 4, so that would be 4,360 pixels. I doubt it. I think it's just 4K. All right, so let's look. So how big is this TV? TV has 97. Is it 97 inches? Quantum LED produced panel. Dot LCD panel to produce vibrant color and incorporates motion. I don't even know what any of this stuff is. You can also bundle it with $300 for a soundbar, probably also made by Samsung, which would not surprise me because this probably looks like it's trying to show you Samsung stuff. All right, that's TV. Pretty expensive when you think about it. It's a 15 grand TV. I mean, you could have all the money in the world. Why would you buy a 15 grand TV when you could settle for something that's probably $1,000? That would do you just fine. But I'm curious, does a TV actually view in 8K? I'm curious, because I know 8K is becoming a thing. Look at that! How is it cheaper? How is it cheaper? Wait, it's $1,000 at Best Buy. It's 55. How big is this fucking thing? Holy crap, it was $2,000. It's on sale right now for $1,000. I could buy that. I'm not going to, but I could buy that. That would totally destroy everything I know and love in my bank account, but I could buy that. And this seems more reasonable to buy than the 15,000 TV. I don't know everything about the TV, so I can't judge too harshly, but holy crap, that's a lot of friggin' money. And oh wow. Okay, next thing. I was curious, and I did some searching on this one too. Let's see if it still pops up. Expensive. Okay, tab does not finish my sentence for me. Right? Okay. Okay. So it did pull up the thing that I saw. What I was looking at was the Trident X2. But the Dell Precision I didn't even see this one when I first looked. Down precision. What does it have? 8 core, 16 thread, 3.0 hertz. What the? What's this graphics card? Where's this graphics? AT Dell Intel Exxon. No. It did. I'm retarded. I don't know everything about PC Magic yet. I'm still learning as I go. Let's just look at pictures for now. I mean, it showed picture for a second. Can it again show pictures? They were just here. Okay, sure. We'll look at it. Oh, that's how it did it. I have an inspector tool. Huh. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. Alrighty, that's the technological things. We can get it. Technology can be expensive. I know I'm kind of hopping the gun here, but I don't want to spend too much time in the topic that people would obviously see how it could be expensive. Most expensive food. Most expensive food. Okay, it gives me a list. So yeah, I didn't research anything into this, so this is all fresh territory. I don't know how much we can trust Wikipedia, but it's here. 50 most expensive foods. All Miss caviar cost $34,000 per kilogram. Holy crap. Why per kilogram though? What is in it that makes this that isn't anything that tells me information on what I'm trying to figure out here? So there's also king melons cost 27K. A lot of money. A lot of money I would not expect. I'm curious. Most expensive shoes. Let's go back to search. Okay. Okay, obviously Gucci would be on top because they're like Moonstar shoes. What is Moonstar shoe? Hold up. What is? See, this is all just looking. Troll. What is Moonstar shoes? Since 1873, Moonstar has been handcrafting canvas sneakers in their whatever studio as the parent company of shoes like pottery. Moonstar uses Carew, oh my god, process to make the shoe mold, resulting in a more durable, longer lasting sneaker. See, on the surface that sounds good, but apparently when you go to the price, I mean, there's reasonable prices for shoes, but those do not. Yikes. Not something I'd put on my feet. Okay, I guess. What else we got? Let's just see all. Okay. Okay, that's getting better. Okay, that's better. I could know that. Maybe. Why does it all look like... Ah, frick, what are the name of those shoes? God dang it, what was the name of those things again? Converse, that's what the name was. Ha, I have done it. Okay, so they look a lot like Converse, but they're just $100 more expensive. That looks dope. Those are moon shoes. Oh, because I searched up Moonstar shoes, and it's just a bunch of moons and stars. Okay, I can see how that works. Okay. Now that's, wow. Okay, let's go to search so we can get more information. The Tibetan Mastiff is considered the most expensive dog as it is sold for thousands and even millions of dollars. Most expensive dog breeds is the Tibetan Mastiff. Okay, let's search that. Bonk. Hold up. Ugh, that's an expensive dog. So if you guys are ever doing dog shopping and you want to spend, it's a 10 to 14 year, 24 to 26 inches. Okay. The dog was for herding and guarding dog. Wow, look at the head on that dog. Holy crap. 10 million Chinese yuan or $1,513,417 for 11-month-old bred Tibetan Mastiff. Holy crap. Okay, it's a cool dog. I mean, wow. I wouldn't get it, and it's not just because of the money. It's just because that, a lot going on there. A lot of fur, seems like a holy. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we got him like doing his guard stuff, I guess. I mean, Aw. Okay, I'm not gonna watch TikTok videos. I don't want a chance of YouTube screwing me over. How about this? Definitely diving down the rabbit hole now. Okay. Most expensive. We're going into cats now. So there we go. So it already knows what I'm gonna search. Most expensive cat. Of course it would have some resemblance of a cheetah. People just love the looks of cats that look like cheetahs. I mean, I do. I mean, I'd be fine with just a regular black cat. I'm not a real fan of the skin cats. I'm not even sure if that's skin. I think it is, but that's not something I'm a fan of. That is straight up a bobcat. That would be a cool cat to have. Now that is a cool cat. That one too. That one, I like the more vibrance of this one. He looks more basic. It's cool. I'm not saying the cat wouldn't take a cat. I'm just saying that's curious. The most expensive cat cost anywhere around 1,000 to 2,000. Very large, but not quite as large as the Maine Coon. I don't know anything about cats, bro. I'm just spitballing here. Is that it? Norwegian forest cat. I mean, I would buy that cat. Honestly, that's reasonable price. I mean, I know animals aren't cheap. Like, when I was a kid, my family always had dogs. We always had some dog. When I was a baby, apparently we had a pit bull named Nala. Then once she died of old age, we got a husky for a short time, a Siberian husky named Shelby. That dog was rambunctious. My dog would talk to you. That was the coolest thing about the dog. The dog would actually talk back. Like, you would tell it something and it'd howl like it's understanding and telling you no or some stuff. I mean, you've all seen the TikToks, so you know what I'm talking about. But that stuff's just crazy to me. Then after the Siberian husky, we got a cat. I forget the name of that cat. I think the name was Puddin'. That was my dad's idea of a name for a cat. I had no say in it. We lived in Wisconsin at the time in the country, and the cat was like underneath our car when I was shoveling snow, and I was like, oh, cool, cat. Maybe we can bring cat inside and take care of cat. So we took care of cat. And then that cat got pushed to my sister. Then they named it Panther, and we never saw that cat again. And then we had no pet for a while, and then my dad decided to get 2 puppies, both pits. One was a brown pit like Nala, but we also named her Nala too, because she looked exactly like her, just a little skinnier and more high-strung. Then we got Harley, which is a blue pit. I don't know if you guys... Blue pit bulls are like some of the most adorable dogs you will ever see in your life. Like, holy crap. I see one that looks a lot like mine. That one looks a lot like my dog. Not as buff as that. Holy crap, that dog's juicing. That dog's juicing on something. But no, this one looks a lot. Why is this? Go away. Okay, cool. That one looks a lot like my dog. Just minus a little white stripe, that's my dog. Like, she's a cute pup. Cute pup. Nala would be a brown pit. Let's just give you guys an idea. Pit bull, not names, but just brown pit. This might be a little too vague. I'm probably just gonna get straight brown dogs. Should type brown, black, kind of like a mix. Yeah, like this right here, right here. Yep, that's what she looked like. That was the color scheme. Dog was a lot more skinny though. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so that's a little backstory on the dog. I want to look at huskies real quick. Siberian. I am butchering that somehow still spelled it right. Siberian husky. Which one looked like... Yeah, that one. She looked a lot like that one. Dog was a she. So, a lot lighter gray, not the different colored eyes. They were both like a darky, kind of middle dark light blue like those ones there. I don't know. Just like huskies. Huskies are dope dogs too. They're just really energetic. Very, 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 very energetic. I was like 12 at the time. So whatever the dog was wanting to play, my mom sent me outside with it, and that's how I got my entertainment for the day. Because like growing up as a kid, didn't really... Outside was my entertainment. We didn't have phones and stuff. And I know that sounds like a broken record like all your parents tell you when they're old, but We didn't have that shite. We had outside time and toys. That's kind of what we did. I mean, what I used to do is we lived in Easley, South Carolina for a time. We lived in different places, but at the time, it was like 3 years. I was like in 4th grade, and all I would do when I had my days off, let's say it was a normal school day and I got back, and sure, we could watch TV, but we're only allowed to like watch like an hour or some fixed amount. I remember not even wanting to watch TV as a kid because I like never really liked it, because it's like I found so much more joy in doing things in the backyard. So usually when I come home from school, it'd be like fall time. Fall is like the most beautiful season, by the way. And nobody can contest to that. That's literally the most beautiful season. But I'd come home, we had a big oak tree in the backyard, and it would drop 10 tons of leaves. I'd go in there, I'd get a paper clip, and I'd have like little battles with the leaves and like stab the freaking leaves and rip them apart, pretend it was like a war. Yeah, I was a very, very, very explorative kid. That might not be the right word for it, but you get what I'm trying to say. Also, what I would do is, during the summers, I would wake up pretty early, go outside, like tell my mom, hey, I'm going outside, because mom still needed to know where we're at, but she usually assumed if I forgot to tell her. I'd go outside in the backyard, and I'd pretend I'm like an explorer, and I would just like mold the woods to what I wanted it to be. I created a full pathway to like, so like we lived in a suburban neighborhood, just to give you guys like an idea of what these woods looked like. It wasn't thick, dense forest. It was like not even 200 feet of woods, and it led to someone else's backyard with a fence. So what I did is I carved a path all the way through to that fence because they had a treehouse that I could sneak into, which I did a lot because they weren't using it and I found use out of it. So then what I did was I snuck in there, created a little blanket, and one day I had my brother outside and we were testing out with a tree. So there was a small tree and it was pretty bendy. You know how like tiny trees that are like just growing or like really freaking bendy and strong trees, and they don't break because they're like have a lot of moisture inside of them, I guess. And we used it as a slingshot, and we would like slingshot balls of mud and see how far we could get them up off the ground and see how high we can get it up in the sky. So we're just aiming at things and slingshot and stuff. We do a lot of that. I did a lot of digging. I dug a hole, convinced that I might find something. I was hoping to find something in a suburban backyard. Not freaking likely, but especially in Easley, South Carolina. But I dug with a Rio toy I got from McDonald's. I used the wing of the Rio toy to make a hole. And I filled a hole with water, and then I'd keep digging, because like you filled a hole with water, the dirt became mud became easier to dig, then you dig up till you hit drier mud, and then you pour water on it and continue the process. Well, I turned out to dig a giant hole, and then I memorized that I had a lemon at school, and I got these lemon seeds one day, and I put the lemon seeds in the hole and decided to freaking plant lemon trees. And I was like, oh shit, this is gonna be cool as hell. I'll just plant this lemon tree and it'll just grow up and have lemons by like the end of the week. Because I just thought plants grew that fast as that. And I was like, okay, cool. I told my mom, I put it, so what I did was, I remember from a class that we're doing, is like you put like a seed in a wet paper towel, and you like put it in the sun and let it grow and it sprouts, and then you plant the sprout. Well, I did that, I got the lemon seed to sprout, then I just put it in the hole, and it never grew. Because I put it in the most dry spot of soil. It wasn't even soil, it was like a mixture of clay and just dirt. Not really good stuff for plants, and it never grew, and I was just convinced that I was just bad at gardening skills. Which I was, because I put it in the worst spot ever. But that's a little story behind that. Yeah, Legos are expensive. Like, when I was a kid, I spent so much money on Legos. Well, I asked my mom to spend so much money on Legos. Usually on my birthday, I'd get like a decent set. I was like $30, $50 maybe, if I was lucky. Nothing really up too high, but I just thought that was a lot of money, because I just thought it was plastic. I bought a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle set, and I thought that was like the coolest thing in the world. But that was, then I bought a Lego Ninjago set. I was just infatuated with actually like creating mini cities. So I'd like try to get as many blocks as I could and just try to build cities with it. I never had enough, so I just made do with what I got. Did a lot of that. Loved creating battles with my toys and stuff. I loved pretending it was a giant war as a kid. You know, I'd had army guys and all these other toys that I harbored from McDonald's. And one time we went to Goodwill and there's like a whole box of toys that were like free, and we were like, wow, why would I not want to take that? I mean, sure, I made use of them. A lot of them got destroyed in the process. I was a really big fan of Transformers. I had a couple Transformers sets. Toy sets. I mean, I guess nothing like this. I did have this at one point. Holy crap. No. That's not it. That's not the set I'm talking about. Hold up. I need to do this for old times, man. Devastator. Is that it? Is that it? I think this is it. Yeah, this is it. This is the toy I got one time for Christmas. Like, all these toys transformed into stuff. I lost like 90% of these things. I think this is it. It looks like it's it because I remember these flaps up here and the mouth would open up and yeah, this is it. So I got this when I was living in Alaska in 1st grade, and this detached, that detached. I think these detached. I don't remember because I don't even remember any of this part. All I remember having is the truck and this green little one, because I took those toys outside and when I was doing my excavation missions as a kid. But I guess there's cooler ones. Is there like a better picture I could look at? Oh yeah, hell yeah, that's it. God, oh, I remember this one. I remember that one. Okay, so I did have that one. That one stuck around. That one was gone. This was gone quick. I never knew because like we moved a lot and we lost shit. Like, I don't know if my dad just left it there or we just lost shit. I do remember though when we lived there, we did lose a lot of stuff. Huh, fair enough. So yeah, that was the truck. I remember that. I don't remember that. Maybe I do. I remember this one. That's about all I remember off that. That's cool. That's kind of cool to see that again. I haven't thought about that toy in a long freaking time. That's actually kind of dope. There was, I never had this. I wanted it though, but it was stupid expensive. I wonder how much it goes for nowadays. I'm curious now. Dark of the Moon. Optimus, not Rage, but I was doing that to... Hold up, don't be showing the movie. You get me copyrighted. Toy. Okay, where was it? Where was it? Where was it? It was a fully metaled out toy that was like buffed out with all the stuff, like this right here. But it was like fully metal. I think, yeah, it was metal. I think it went for like $200. Dude, why am I in caps lock? Okay, but you're fucking, okay, sure. It was like a full metal set. Can I find it? Now that is the question. It was big. Like Walmart had it on display. It was huge. It was probably a solid 14, 15 inches tall, like this. But like less weird. What kind of Optimus? Okay, sure. I guess I'm not gonna be able to find it, which is fine, but that was honestly the coolest thing I had. Well, not that I had, but that I saw, and I just never got the thought out of my mind as a kid. I don't know what that Optimus Prime would be called, but it was this full buffed form, all freaking... I had this! This is a different toy, but I had this. Like, if you, like, push the chest... I don't remember what it did, what button it was, but, like, you could press this and the chest would open up and these would fly back and, like, guns would pop up. I don't know why, but, like, I took, like... I think I chewed on this to make it look like it was a sharper blade. it was like a rubbered out toy. Like some of this was like hard plastic, like that was plastic, that was plastic, that was plastic, but like the arm stuff was like rubberized or like soft plastic, that was too. It's like some dope ass stuff. One thing I did have, and I think this is my brother's, he got it for his birthday, but I traded him a different toy for it. I had the Megatron toy. And let's see if it's still here. Because I remember exactly. Yep. It looks like that. Was that it? No. It was more transformable than that. It was a little more. It'll show up in a second. It'll show up in a second. I'm sure it will. Up back. Come on, it's here somewhere. That is what I had. That's what I traded my brother for. This is cool. This actually transformed into the full shebang. I remember those claws. He had a thing over his head, but I lost that at some point. Yeah, this is what it used to look like. It had like the thing over its head and some big gun that wasn't really accurate to the movie, I guess, but sure. That's dope to see that again. Wow, ain't that cool. So glad people take pictures of old toys so I can actually look at what they used to look like. Huh. Yeah, that was pretty dope. I would have done a face cam for this, but my camera's having issues. Would have made this look a little more interesting, but overall it wasn't that bad of a video. Just me throwing random stuff out. Whoever took that picture. But yeah. That's probably the coolest toy I've ever had. There's an Ironhide set. That would be dope to have. But yeah. We'll just go back home real quick. And there we go. Appreciate you guys for watching the video. That was the most expensive things that I could find. If you guys have any things that you think are expensive that I could check out that you want me to do another video of or something similar like this, just let me know in the comments below. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one I do. Peace out.